Hey everyone, welcome to Film Vert. Over 2 billion people in the world today are known to be obese, which makes up about 30% of the Earth's population. Some of the most extreme cases of obesity are featured in the widely popular TLC series My 600 Pound Life. This show's cast Dr. Yunin Nazaradan, an expert in the field treating the most impossible cases. While the show features some of the worst cases of obesity, here are the top 7 overly obese people on My 600 Pound Life. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on anything. Number 1. Neela Clark. The first one is the story of a woman named Neela who weighed a heavy 710 pounds at the time she met Dr. Now. Her story is one that relates to a childhood stigma. As a kid, her mother would scold her kids for not completing their meals. Neela would save her sister from her mother's punishment by eating her sister's part of the meal too, and since then developed a dangerous habit of overeating. Neela had reached a stage where she couldn't even stand on her feet. However, Dr. Now's impressive work caused her to lose a huge amount of weight, after which she looked barely recognizable. Number 2. Penny Sager. This second case is an extremely unbelievable one. Penny Sager was immensely reluctant to progress, though the doctor had managed to help Penny lose at least 35 pounds. But unfortunately, all the efforts went to waste, as she immediately gained 5 more pounds, implying that she must have managed to eat extra in spite of the doctor's restrictions. She ended up giving up on the treatment and went back to her home. She seemed quite unenthusiastic from the start. Number 3. Holly Hager. This case of a 38-year-old woman is truly stressful. Holly did not only suffer from the stigma of obesity since childhood, but she also became a victim of sexual assault at the age of 16, which caused her a great deal of emotional trauma. Holly weighed 600 pounds when she decided to seek treatment. Even though Holly had managed to lose half of that weight, she gained all that again in a very short amount of time, causing her all of her efforts to go in vain. But with fresh hope, Holly decided to go back up again and is now seeking treatment for her obese weight, as well as her emotional trauma. Number 4. Stephen Asante. Stephen Asante gained some wild popularity during the course of his treatment. The 36-year-old weighed over 710 pounds and was not only reluctant to his treatment, but was also under the influence of addiction to drugs. He was seeking treatment, along with his brother, who would often trick the doctors into giving him painkillers. He was eventually declined by all the hospitals in his area because of his delinquency. Despite his weird behavior, he managed to lose some weight and is now married. Number 5. Snee Murray. Snee Murray weighed 665 pounds at the age of only 27. She was very hard to convince, and she'd often get into arguments with the doctors. She would make her husband sneak in food for her, and when questioned about it, she would deny it instantly. She decided to give up and continue losing weight at home. I was not sure if she's actually lost some pounds or not, as TLC doesn't allow the former members to share any information about progress, unless they're casted on the show. The doctors gave up on her eventually, as she was too persistent on not following a restricted diet. 6. Jean Covey. This is yet another seemingly tragic story of a 39-year-old woman. Suffering from a painful childhood, Jean turned to food for emotional healing, which led to a massive case of obesity. From being molested by her mother's boyfriend to being depressed over the loss of her father, Jean had it really bad for her. The 39-year-old has suffered from obesity since she was 5. She eventually left treatment because of her stressful emotional situation and could achieve any measurable progress. Number 7. Cynthia Wills. Cynthia was one of the show's bravest patients. Cynthia was a 42-year-old single mother raising 2 kids alone. Her obesity had caused her great emotional damage and also led to her attempt suicide, but the pill she took did not kill, and she became more and more obese. She weighed around 610 pounds and relied on her 11-year-old daughter to take care of her. Cynthia started treatment and showed great progress in the beginning, even though Dr. Now tried to explain to her that she can't let her guard down. Cynthia eventually gave up and decided to lose weight without therapy while looking after her children on her own. Obesity is one of the major health issues in the world today. over 300,000 people die each year due to obesity. TLC's My 600 Pound Life gives a greater look at the agonizing lives of people suffering from obesity. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Well, if you did, then let us know by giving it a thumbs up. We'll see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.